Earlier this week, Olly Murs' girlfriend, Amelia Tank, made headlines after she was crowned UK Bikini Fitness Champion in a bodybuilding competition.
Well, Amelia isn't the only one to have taken up competitive bikini fitness. It's now one of the fastest-growing sports, with over 6,000 events around the world every year.
And we're joined today by two of these incredible women. First up, we've got Anca, who is a 5-time Bikini Fitness World Champion. Come on out, Anca. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm so jealous of your crown. I want that so badly.
Next up, we've got fellow bikini fitness model, Dr Emily Wilkinson.
Wow. Welcome to you as well. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. So, this is, for me, this is a relatively new thing. I didn't know much about the sport at all. So how would you describe it? If anybody doesn't know, what is bikini fitness?
It's basically just training hard, so going to the gym, lifting weights. It's a lot around body positivity, but it's very achievable for women.
Yeah.
And I guess it's about being the best that you can be and showcasing that on stage.
Yeah.
But you don't lift weights as part of the events that you go to. That's just all in the prep.
Oh no, that's before.
Yeah.
They're all different because for men the categories they have to lift before they go on stage, and sometimes for women in their categories, depends if they do fitness or figure, they have to pump up on stage just to get the muscle, the blood flowing and the muscle popping. But for bikini girls, we don't have to.
You don't.
We've done the work, and in fact, the last week of prepping it gets easier, and you're lifting a lot lighter weights, and you don't do cardio. And normally my last leg workout, which everyone is surprised about, it's on. So say for example, I'm competing on Saturday. It's usually on Tuesday.
See, this is the thing, isn't it? This is a real process. And I think when you see you girls sort of here in your bikinis looking fantastic and strong, to get to this point, it is dedication. Yeah. You have to give up an awful lot in order to do it.
100%.
It's years' worth of work, really. So you have to train, you have to learn how to strength train, and then there's a lot around nutrition as well and how you manipulate your nutrition, so making sure you're eating enough protein, you're fueling your body correctly, having enough carbohydrates and fats.
Yeah.
Building your strength up so that you build and develop that muscle mass. And then once you've got to a certain point, then you can start cutting back on your calories, introducing cardio, so you're increasing your energy expenditure, and that's when you start losing the fat mass and when you start seeing the muscle that you develop.
But it's all
monitorized.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all monitorized by a coach. So if you don't know what you're doing, then you've got a coach. They call it prep coaches, and you check in every week with photos and weight, and then they keep an eye on you. But I must say, because everyone thinks that it's an extreme sport, it is hard, but we'd never go below 1,000 calories. Like, I tell all my friends and clients, because they think, oh, you must be eating nothing. Oh, no, in fact, I eat like 3,000 calories a day, probably more than an average man.
Yeah, you say extreme sport because some girls down to 7% body fat. So you are riding a bit of a sharp edge here. You've got to be careful, haven't you, that it does remain healthy?
Yeah, so within bikini, it's not quite that low with body fat, and this is why it's important to get a coach and have sort of a team that works with you to make sure that you can sustain health. So during what we call the off-seasons, when you're developing the muscle mass, you are pushing and making sure that you're eating plenty of food, making sure you're keeping that healthy, your cardio health and your fitness levels very healthy. And then as you start to drop, it's done in a very controlled way. So like Anca said, we don't go extremely low in calories, or most girls don't have to go extremely low in calories because they've had that good off-season. And then actually it's only... It's about being sustainable. So it's only unsustainable for a few weeks before the competition, and then you have an end point. So I'm competing at FitX on Sunday. That's my last competition, and after that, I'll start increasing my calories again.
So, Anca, some of the women you compete against are full-time, so they train full-time. Yeah. Not so easy for you because you are a mother and a grandmother. I looked down here and I was like, seriously? I mean, look at you. It was just incredible. How do you fit all this in? Because it is a commitment and it is a sacrifice with doing that.
Holly, without the support at home, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I've got a very good husband who's my PA, and he supports me 100%, and he comes with me everywhere. My other boys support me, and they understand. And I'm just hoping that them seeing me choosing the healthy lifestyle, they do exactly the same thing with their life. I mean, we're all into sports. My oldest son is a black belt in karate.
Wow.
My younger son is a green belt. So we all keep nice and fit and strong. But I think I'm so in love with this process. I just do it. I just love the whole... I mean, I get tired towards the end, I do, and I never moan. And I'm not one to go on social media to say, oh, my God, this is hard, like, what got me into it? I love it 100%. When it gets to the last 2 weeks, I find it really hard. But then I always remember why I've started it, and it depends what your end goal is.
Well, one of the important things, one of the important ingredients, I assume, is the bikini. So how important is that? Because they are very elaborate.
I am rethinking my holiday shopping, let me tell you right now.
So they can go up to £1,000, if not more. I've got a sponsor. Her name is Veronique, and I've been working with her for the last 9 years, and she's amazing. And she does all these bikinis. There are a few ladies in London. They just specialise on them because, as you see, the fitness industry grows and grows. Yeah. And bikinis, I'll say, they're all beautiful and sparkly on stage. But they're quite expensive.
And what
so
about,
you have to budget when you prep.
Would you fork out £1,000 for a bikini?
So mine was a bit cheaper than that. This is a black ice bikini, and Black Ice, the lady that owns it, she specialises in bikinis for the federations that I do, and they come at different levels, so you can have quite a basic level, and then as the levels increase, the more sparkle, the more expensive it is.
Got to ask, just finally, I mean, there are people that say, I mean, you can have whatever hobby you've got, someone's going to disagree with it, but they're saying that it promotes an unhealthy body image, pageants constantly criticised, you know, as being outdated. And so what do you say there as a doctor? That right, OK, you know, this is unattainable. This is causing more damage than good.
I'd say, firstly, it's not unattainable if you want to do it. So this is my personal goal, and this is Anca's personal goal, and this is what we want to achieve and we work towards. And like, I love to train, like, I absolutely love it. But I used to be a swimmer, and with swimming, you competed, and whoever touched the side of the pool first, they won. When you train like a bodybuilder, it's a bodybuilding competition if you want to make it competitive, but that's your choice. I think a lot of the negativity comes from social media where, especially in the fitness industry, you see these moments in times and these girls who have these incredible bodies that maybe do seem unachievable, but it's not always understood that that is just one moment of time. We don't walk around this lean 24/7, 365 days
No.
of the year.
Can any woman achieve it? I mean, obviously, with all things, whether it's studying or learning a language or whatever, someone's going to be better at it if they really commit. So any woman could do this if they committed?
We can. So everyone else can. You just have to, you know, find the time, the discipline. You've got to be mentally happy. You just have to want it 100%. You've got to want to want it yourself. Yeah. It's no point us telling you, you know, what to do and how to lose weight, and you just have to. I mean, a lot of people. I had lots of clients, and I always ask, like, what was the turning point? And one of my friends said, well, I looked at the pictures and I didn't like what I saw. Other ones said, you know, my dress doesn't fit anymore, and it's upsetting because, you know, it is upsetting. I keep buying these bigger clothes, or, you know. But I think you can, 100%.
Well, good luck in the competition.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
We were grumbling it was cold earlier on, but...
I know. We can't say anything now, can we?